Now, the solution right off the bat to let you guys know is to exfoliate your dead skin cells gently. I know that might sound very simple, but that is one of the core things that we do need to do.
Right.
Now, first of all, when we wear our masks, but it works as like a oil absorbing blotting paper, right?
Right.
So it starts to, when you're like making little face expressions, like I don't know what you're doing down there, you know what I'm saying? You're moving so that this mask starts touching your face and your skin so that it works as like an oil blotting paper. It's gonna take away all your sebum, all the moisture, and it becomes really humid inside, as we mentioned before.
There's products that we're gonna recommend to you today. The first one is the Fig Essence by I'm From, and we have the beautiful, the wonderful, the most talented Vitamin Drop. The Fig Essence here will actually provide moisture to kind of like rough skin and make it smooth because it has like a lot of good emollients and stuff like that. However, the moisturizing ingredients in the Fig Essence, they actually help not only to provide moisture, but to remove excessive oil and dead skin cells.
Exactly. So it does look like a little bit of viscosity, right?
Yeah. So it ran down my hand, but it wasn't like impossible to control or anything like that, like the very watery essences.
Yeah. And after like just one layer, you might feel like, oh my gosh, it feels like I already put my serum on. Or
that's true.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a wonderful, like step to incorporate in your routine because sometimes you just want to like dumb it down a little bit and not use like a very extensive like routine and stuff.
And especially under the mask, you want to make sure to use something that has a light texture, but that will get the other concerns done,
Exactly. The queen of sensitive skin. So how about you tell everyone about the vitamin drops?
Okay, so one of the things that vitamin C is so good for, as you guys already know, is number one, exfoliation. And of course, it's great to fade away uneven skin tone, hyperpigmentation, and acne scars. But vitamin C, it does have pure ascorbic acid, 5%. However, it's so gentle. I love the formulation.
It is.
Yeah, and then let me show you. When I first tried it, I have to be honest with you, it did feel a little bit heavy for me.
Right.
But girl, oh my gosh, when you see your face, like when you continuously to use this product, it is just so amazing.
I'm just looking at your skin right now from very close and it's looking good.
Oh yeah! So this is an OG product. It's very, very popular.
It's definitely one of the best sellers, right?
Yeah, at Wishtrend.com and especially from Klairs. One of the top. And this is like the gateway to Klairs.
Right.
A lot of people fall in love with the vitamin drop and then they start using other products.
And the gateway to not only Klairs, but to vitamin C as a whole, right? Because not a lot of people, want to try vitamin C because they're afraid of it being like irritating and stuff. Yeah. But if you have it at like 5% and in a very nice vehicle and moisturizing vehicle like this one, then it's the perfect one to start with, I feel like
some people are gonna honestly, they're gonna love this. They're gonna
definitely,
because they repurchase after over and over again. So when they see this box, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, with 40% discount, I'm gonna get this. So this is a really key product that you guys are gonna love.
Definitely.
Okay, so first of all, there may be a lot of issues when your skin is stinging.
Definitely.
Maybe you rubbed it. Maybe you drank last night. I don't know what you did, but you did something. But the most situations where we do feel a stinging on our skin is because of the mask, right?
Right.
If you feel like the days that your skin feels more stinging or it irritates a little bit more, then try to use a cooling gel or try to use a cream that can help with the calming effect. One of the things is to use tea tree oil. That's a really good one to, of course, calm your maskne.
Right.
But we want to recommend mugwort. Mugwort is such a great ingredient for inflammation, and it's so gentle for you.
It is.
Yes, definitely.
And actually, we have this beautiful, beautiful product from I'm From. Isn't it funny? Every time I say it, I'm like, I'm from.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, how do I tell the people? So we have this mugwort cream by I'm From. We also have the Cica Balm by Rovectin. So actually, this one has a pinkish, color.
Beautiful color. No artificial coloring nor scents, but so beautiful.
Yeah. So it has calamine, which is why actually you can see that pinkish, color.
Yeah.
Calamine is actually helping in like repairing, damaged skin.
Exactly.
And it also has metacasicide, which is like a plant that helps with antioxidant and reduce acne and like dark spots and stuff. It's a jack of all trades basically. So we recommend it to people with sensitive skin.
Yeah.
And you can actually use Cica Balm as like an alternative to a cream. If you're only irritated around your mouth, then maybe start applying a regular moisturizer like this one all over the face. And spot treat a little bit, maybe around the mouth or, like the nose area or something like that.
Yeah, because there's those pesky areas that your skin is fine, but those specific areas, you know that there's inflammation or you do have acne like over there.
Yep.
And the name is balm, but don't let that name fool you because it is just like a regular cream and it's not like a balm. It's more to a cream so that you can use it on a daily basis. It works beautifully on makeup for both day and night routine. And another one right here is the I'm from Mugworth cream, and I'll show you guys the texture here.
I love this one as well.
Right?
Yeah.
And this one is very interesting because it looks like a cream, and the name is of course a cream, but it's right in between a gel, and then it's like right in between a cream. So I love the light texture, and as soon as you put it on, there's a cooling sensation. That feels really nice. That's gonna help to calm all the irritation and inflammation.
Definitely.
And once again, as Mehdi mentioned, tea tree oil can sound a little bit scary to some people because we don't know like the amount of tea tree oil that's in there.
I personally don't recommend people to like take, like raw tea tree oil or like spot treat with it or whatever. But
And the best part is we call it Korea's tea tree, Mugworth. The best part is that no matter how much amount of is in that formulation, it is not irritating.
That's
it doesn't.
such a good comment. Because people might be scared of like using too many of one thing.
Exactly.
I feel like this is one of the ingredients like metacasicide, mugwort, and stuff that are so soothing and wonderful for your skin that no matter how much you use it, we have a solution for that too.
Okay.
And it's to check from the basics. Check your cleansing routine. So the cause for acne around like your mouth and chin area is often due to a very excessive sebum production, as you beautifully said in the beginning. So we have a few tips for you. Something that you can do is change maybe from like a very abrasive and very how to say like rough,
harsh,
cleanser. Exactly.
Stripping cleansers.
Exactly. Dun, 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 dun. This is why we have Eunice's favorite cleanser right here, and she's gonna tell us all about it.
Okay. Now I'm so excited. I was like, oh, me, can I talk about this product? Because I really personally enjoyed this one. And as you guys know, like you've seen it so much, me talking about it.
Right.
So this is the Rovectin Skin Essentials Conditioning Cleanser. Number one thing is this is my number one holy grail product. I'm not just saying that, but if I have to choose one cleanser, I would say it's this one.
Right. I feel like, it would be nice to show it to them a little bit because the texture is very gel-like. And then if you see, like, it doesn't foam too much.
Yeah.
So that's how you know that basically, it foams but just enough. It's not the kind of like very like foaming and drying.
Yeah.
Like
it doesn't
cleanser,
have like
right?
really thick, voluptuous bubbles, but it does foam up really well. Right now we have like products on our hands. That's why it doesn't foam up as much, but it does foam up really well.
It does.
It's a great cleanser that you can use for both day and night routine. That's very gentle. At the same time, it does remove dead skin cells really well because it does contain enzymes.
I think this is like one of the softest product that you can use like for your skin as a whole, but also one of the like most gentle, like slow working exfoliant as well.
Exactly. And I think enzymes is such a great ingredient, especially if you do have acne concerns. As you said, it's so gentle, but it does remove dead skin cells very well.
Definitely.
So it's very simple with this one. Of course, it does feel so uncomfortable. To be honest with you guys right now it's getting really
We
foggy.
are uncomfortable.
I can see spits in here like So the first tip really simply is to check your mask. The material of your mask matters so much because your skin is constantly touching it every time you move your mouth, every time you make expressions. So number one, check your mask. And the second thing is to breathe through your nose.
Oh, that's a nice tip.
Can we do that?
We can actually, because you know right now,
Yeah.
like I'm speaking and I'm creating a lot of like condensation in
Exactly.
the mask, and this is why we actually put the organic hemp face mask in the box, which I think is a wonderful addition.
I'm actually so happy. There are so many like curations, especially, but they don't actually have masks, like physically
That's
like masks
true.
in
That's
there.
true.
So I felt like this is so cool. And honestly, when I first saw this, it felt so rough. Like when I like looked at it, it feels really rough. However, when you touch it, it's so soft.
Right. It feels like it would be rough.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Right.
But when you first see it, it's so soft.
And actually, for me, I don't like the kind of like cotton,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
mask and stuff. I don't use it.
You mean the thin ones, kinda?
Like even masks like that.
Oh.
Usually, I wouldn't use it.
Usually,
And then because you know, like we have to talk about like various products here,
Yeah.
and we do have to test everything, right?
Right.
Or otherwise, like we would be talking about products that we don't
Exactly.
know. So I did try this one,
Mm-mm-mm.
and I was pleasantly surprised. And
Very
I
soft.
I didn't
Oh.
think that I would enjoy it actually,
Yeah.
but I did.
So all you have to do is use it like this. Do you guys have a scissors? I wish I could try it on for you guys. Oh. Oh! Oppa! Oh my god! Did you see that? That was so... Wow, Medi! 너무
Thank
멋있...
you. Thank you.
wow!
Thank you.
And I love that it just fits and it would suit probably all face
Right,
sizes as
right.
well. I like it. This is cuter.
Yeah.
And another people did talk about this. The best way to wash this, of course, we do have to think about sanitary wise.
It does feel soft
You look good.
on my eyelashes.
Oh, I love your eyelashes. So this is the best way to wash it is actually to hand wash it with a very gentle detergent. And we do want to recommend that you can pop it in the dryer, but the size might shrink a little bit, and we don't want that. You know, we need
don't.
the as much as protection as possible. So make sure to just air dry it. It's so much easier, and it's better for the environment, right?
Definitely.
For those of you that actually wants to get this box, you guys can get it at wishtrend.com, and it's gonna be with 40% discount, and you can see it right here. There's so many amazing free gifts as well, and this is gonna be until February 11th. And
Yep.
you guys, let us tell you guys something. Afterwards, they do come up with the same curation. They do have it on wishtrend.com,
Right.
but they never have it with that much discount.
For sure.
And they never have the same free gifts. So
Right.
it's always with lower like discount rates, and it's always with lower like fewer gifts.
Definitely.
So y'all, if you're ready, then please get it now before February 11th.
Before February 11th, 40%.
I know it's like pretty
Who
good.
does that?
Pretty
you know?
good. Yes, yes.
But thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I do want to, you know, like end up on a very happy vibe. So how about we do the chant one more time?
Yay.
Producers, everyone, all the team. First of all, thank you for your hard work today.
Thank
We are
you.
going to do the chant one more time. When I say we got I was about to do the chant by myself.
You were rapping. You
I'm
were
so gritty. I'm so sorry. It's just I wanted to do it by myself.
Yeah,
but
I
actually,
saw
I'm
that.
gonna do it with everyone.
Okay.
When I say we, you say
Got you.
We
got you.
We
Got you.
we got you guys. Bye bye. Thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and see you soon.
Thank you guys.